Kids across Brooklyn and Queens are packing their backpacks, preparing for the first day of school. And at a Corona Catholic school, one teacher has been getting her classroom ready for weeks. Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti. Jessica Jerez started her summer assignment early, picking out the perfect tools so when her students come back to school, they'll meet educational milestones and be formed in faith. Currents News' Jessica Easthope caught up with her as she added the finishing touches.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. Round and round.
Jessica Jerez knows how important the role of a teacher can be in a child's life.
Beep, 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 beep.
She's a new mom, and this year she designed her kindergarten classroom at Our Lady of Sorrows to be a place where she would want her daughter to feel safe and happy.
Making the classroom like homey and setting it nice, setting the tone since September is really important for me.
Soon, 20 5- and 6-year-olds will come here every day to learn. But Jessica says she wants her classroom to also be a second home, one she takes pride in and puts her all into.
I really think it's important to invest in your classroom because these students are going to be, like I said, with you. They're like my children.
Setting up her classroom this year has been a family affair. For the last month, Jessica has brought her husband, their baby, her sister, and sister-in-law in to help make it shine.
Jessica has a lot of visual stuff here to learn, and I think that's going to help with the kids a lot and definitely help me growing up.
The walls, floor, library, and marker boards are a product of their hard work and of Jessica's hard-earned money.
Dollar Tree is my best friend. Garage sales, Facebook Marketplace. I feel like I'm a couponer, just like looking at certain days to find certain deals.
She says, oh, I want this. I want my classroom to be a safe haven for the kids. Whatever it takes for us, whatever she wants, I'm always there supportive, 100%.
Not only has Jessica spent her own money on the colorful items and decorations you see in her classroom, she's done the same with learning resources. She says at a school like Our Lady of Sorrows, where 98% of the students are undocumented immigrants speaking English as a second language, something like this makes a big difference.
If I can get one child who didn't even know how to write his name, writing his or her name at the end of the year, I'll be so happy. This is my prayer table.
Jessica's favorite part of her classroom isn't the most colorful or the biggest, but the most meaningful. She knows no matter what challenges lie ahead, she has her faith to guide her, and she's looking forward to a great year in her new classroom. In Corona, Jessica Easthope, Currents News.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow for full back-to-school coverage. We have team coverage. Currents News' Jessica Easthope and Katie Vasquez giving you some exclusive back-to-school stories you won't see anywhere else. Plus, we speak with the vicar of schools in the Diocese of Brooklyn, Monsignor David Casado, about the state of our schools. That'll be tomorrow, Wednesday, September 6th on Currents News. There was some Juve joy in Brooklyn on Monday as the annual West Indian Day Parade marched down Eastern Parkway. Of course, the Diocese of Brooklyn was well represented. Bishop Robert Brennan leading a delegation from St. Matthew Church, which is located along the parade route. Before they took to the streets with songs and flags, the Catholics celebrated Mass, where Caribbean culture was on full display. Pope Francis is back at the Vatican after his Labor Day weekend trip to Mongolia. It's the latest in the Holy Father's efforts to reach out to the peripheries. Mongolia is home to just 3 churches and fewer than 1,500 Catholics. The first pope to ever step foot in the Asian nation, Pope Francis received a warm welcome from a country with few Catholics.
Your Holiness, this official welcome to Mongolia. It's a pleasure and honor.
From dignitaries to the faithful who came out in droves, filling an arena where the Holy Father presided over the country's first Mass celebrated by a pope. To religious leaders from all different faiths, Pope Francis praised Mongolia's long-lasting dedication to religious freedom.
Vi riconoscete oggi in quel valore essenziale dell'armonia e della sinergia tra credenti di fede diverse.
The country borders China, a place criticized for violating religious freedom. The Holy Father used the trip as an opportunity to reach out to Catholics in the communist country, while alongside the former and current bishops of Hong Kong.
Gli chiedo di essere
buoni cristiani e buoni cittadini.
And with its proximity to Russia, without directly mentioning the war in Ukraine, the Pope applauded Mongolia's foreign policy of peace.
Passino le nuvole oscure della guerra, vengano spacciate via dalla volontà ferma di una fraternità universale, in cui le tensioni siano risolte sulla base dell'incontro e del dialogo.
During his flight back to Rome, Pope Francis talked about some future trips. Here to fill us in on everything we need to know is our Vatican expert, John Allen, the editor of Crux. He's in St. Peter's Square right now. Hi, John.
Hey, Christine, how are you?
Good. Thanks for being here. So this was the Pope's 43rd international trip in just 10 years. And lately, his health has become a big topic of conversation. Let's listen to what he had to say about traveling during the latest conference.
Io dico la verità, per me fare un viaggio adesso è molto, non è tanto facile come all'inizio, no?
So he says it's not so easy anymore. Pope Francis is supposed to go to Marseille at the end of the month. So what do you think this means for his future travel plans?
Well, Christine, first of all, I think it means Marseille is definitely still on. The Vatican has confirmed that plans are already underway, and this is extraordinarily important to the Pope. What it leaves in suspense are the two big international trips for next year that were already kind of quasi-confirmed, to India and then to the Pope's native Argentina. There, Christine, I think all bets are off.
All right, the Pope also rejected criticism of his outreach to both Russia and China. And Crux actually spoke to several Chinese Catholics who went to Mongolia despite the government ban on travel for religious reasons. So tell me more about why they decided to make the journey.
Well, look, I mean, I think everyone knows this is as close as this Pope is ever going to get to China. What was striking is the way they comported themselves. I mean, these Chinese Catholics in Mongolia, for instance, Christine, they were wearing COVID face masks, not to protect themselves against disease, but to protect themselves against detection, because they were afraid of blowback either against themselves or their families, despite the fact that the Chinese government was unwilling to countenance Catholics going. Pope Francis used this trip to signal outreach and an extended hand, a kind of olive branch to China at every opportunity.
All right, an historic trip. John Allen, editor for Crux, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
And that is this current news update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.